I'm out here with Crouch.
No, you're not.
As you can see, as we thought it would be, burnt out. All the lantana's gone. There's all the old diggings down in there. The camp set up. She's a bit warm out here today. So we're going to have a bit of a look around. We're going to do a bit of checking out for some relics. There's this is where the village used to be, on this flat here, and up the side of the hill. And we're going to have a bit of a look around and see what we can come up with. Be a fair bit of iron, I'd say, but you never know. Might even go down the creek around here later and have a look for some gold and see if we can find the old mine. Alright, that's our couple of days out here. We're going to probably fry in the heat. It's already about 33. But we're not going to get burnt out anyway. She's all burnt out as it is. But as you can see, the old workings down there, it's we're going to have a bit of a look around. There's some test holes around the place. But yeah, see, a bit of a couple of holes. They're dug in here. But now the lantana and everything's burnt out, she might be worthwhile having a look through here. You never know what we're going to come up with. Alright, we're going for a bit of a walk and investigation. See what we come up with. Well, we're coming down there and going around out and up the tree. And then as we looked here a bit closer, the big python snake in there, see him? See him in there? Having a bit of a sleep. I'd say the goanna might have been sneaking up on him until we disturbed him. Yeah. He's having a bit of a sleep, the old mate. Very good. Not many places to hide around here at the moment. Everything burned out. There's a bit of clay on the inside bend there.
So they've been working right behind you. Look at all the pile of rock.
Yeah, there's something here. You can see the pile of rock there. I'd say there's a mine up above that. I'd say, just a rough guess. See the pile of rock coming down the hill. That's that pile of rock. On top of it here I am now. The creek's over there. You can see how there's a bit of a hollow. You know, like it must have had a bit of a railway line or a track going out where they dumped the rock over the side. And there's another pile of rock here. Yeah, but I thought it might have come out of up here, but I don't think it did. I think this might be just a gully. I think this is just a gully. I don't think it's a mine. Unless it was like where the track went up the top there further. And then it's washed out over the 100 years or so. Alright, we'll keep going around here and see what we can come up with. It's just ideal conditions now with no lantana. Alright, we'll keep looking around the burnt mine area. Crouch is out that hole over here and I climbed up this one here. But if you have a look at some of the rock around it, you can see it's got some mica in it and pyrite. You can see the crystals of quartz there. Beauties. Alright, I'll have a bit more of a look around here. I might grab a bit of this, take home for a crushing. See what we get out of it. Well, Crouch has come up the hill to meet me. He's found a bit of old stone jar, pottery jar, or bottle or something. Yeah, that's very interesting. There's got to be some old stuff lying around here somewhere.
There is,
There's the old stuff, but he's not laying around yet. He's still climbing the hill.
next week.
Next week he'll be laying around, exhausted after being up here. All right, we'll keep going. We're coming from way down there. Crouch is over there trying to get his breath. I'm up here trying to get my breath. Pretty steep. And you can see here there's a road coming in the bottom there to where Crouch is. And there's a road coming in here, straight past here and going up here. I'd say it's going over that big diggings over there. So I'll walk along here, it's a lot easier, and see what we can come up with up here. Alright, show you when we get there. Well, here's the deepest shaft I've found so far. I'm not going to get too close. See down there, I can't see down there, but maybe I might be able to once I get the camera back. But she's pretty deep, that one. You can hear by the little rock that I'll drop down. Far out. Yeah, it's deep too. Yeah. Here comes the Crouch through the bush. Yeah, we Crouch. Well, Crouch is down there with his new shovel I made him. He was going to buy one for $150, so I made him one for a carton of beer. So here we are, near the tent. We just sort of do a bit of detecting. It's cooled off a little bit. And the first thing I found was this bit of cast. I don't know whether it's would have been off a, I don't know, leg off something like a bathtub or a stove or something by the look of it. But I'll clean it up when I get home, and you never know. So it's come from out of the old village. Very good. Heading up to those flat areas up there just to see if there's would have been a little cabin sites. All right, we'll get back to you. One hole there, one hole there, another hole there, and a hole here which I dug out. A bit of brass and a nail, and a bit of shardy old plate. A bit of a design on it. It's been a bit fancy in its day. But anyway, so I got out of that hole. Got a bit of rubbish here. I'd say they dug holes down here and buried the rubbish. Well, here we are. There's the Crouch. He's found nothing. I found. Oh, yes, right. He found a sledgehammer. I found nothing, but now I found something. It's a bit of an old relic from the days gone. The old mate lost his shoe. Still got the nails in it. So, yep.
Probably buried just there.
He was walking around, his shoe falling apart for the next couple of days. Very good, it's the first relic, except for the bit of plate I found, but that's a beauty. Working our way up the hill, have a bit of a look around up there. A lot of rubbish down here on the flat. I come across this here, it's got something on it, OH, and something, I can't make out what the last bit is. I don't know what that'd be. OH and something. Anyway, looks like it's out of a pot or something. Yeah, very interesting. Bit of an old relic of the old place. Well, we've been all over the flat here. Crouch is going up the hill a bit, all over here, rubbish, 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 rubbish. Fair bit of rubbish, I'll tell you. But you got to expect it in places like this. I've got a 12 gauge shotgun cap. Yeah, well, it's not good, but it's not rubbish, if you know what I mean. Something different. Anyway, clean it up and see if we can get a maker off it or something later. Alright, Crouch has had it. He's gone back to have a beer. I won't be far behind here, I can assure you. She's been warm out here today. Yep, alright, get into it. I'll work my way back to the car, to the esky, and grab one of them cold golds. Haven't got them blue stuff like over in America, but we've got the cold golds here. Alright, we'll get into it. Oh, this is something different. It looks like a bullet, but it seems funny how the end piece is smaller than the rest of it. I don't know, give me your thoughts. Could be a bullet, not sure, it's lead. Alright, keep going. Not bad little relic. I'd like to know the calibre and the age of it, if anyone knows. I was working my way down across this flat here. I was coming down to this old miner's cart down here. Anyway, found a bit of rubbish, but anyway, I found something here. One of my better finds for the day. It's like a little buckle. Careful getting this dirt out of here, because you know what happens to these little pins, don't you? I think they call these ones, don't they? They call them Paris buckles, or not sure. Might be buckles off the old suspender belts, off the overalls or something. I think they got 2 pins in them, I think. Yeah, it's got a bit of cloth still in this one. Yeah, I think they. Oh well, I don't get many. Don't find many of these with the 2 pins still in them, and a piece of cloth from the old clothes. Hey, unbelievable. There's the 2 pins. You beaut. One of the better ones of those I've found. Usually they only got 1 pin left in them. Oh, that's good. Bloody ripper, mate. One of the better things I've found here today is one of the old miner's carts. So what they haul the ore out of the mine with. Put together by rivets. No welding back in those days, I suppose. Yeah. Might be a bit windy, but I just thought I'd show you what sort of we're contending with here with iron. You can see what we're contending with here. Thinking about these garrets doing that, but no, I don't have to dig all those noisy ones. I just thought I'd show you what we're contending with here with a bit of iron. This is the Australian bush after the devastating fires that we've had on the east coast of New South Wales and up in the northern area, north of Grafton. And Crouch and I are out here camping for a couple of days. Sun's just going down over the hill. Crouch has got a feed cooking, which he's good at. Makes me water at the mouth as soon as he starts putting it on. So,
show him what you're eating.
Come over here and we'll show you what he's cooking and make the muddy.
Come over to Michael Jackson.
Here he is, look at this.
The piece de resistance.
There it is, look at that. Yeah, I don't know if we've got enough there for the two of us.
No, I killed it. Should be right.
He's got to put the steel lid on it with a couple of bricks to keep it in. Yeah, no, that's our tucker for tonight with a bit of pasta. So we're not doing too bad. But as you can see, it hasn't been a good time round here. The bushfires have been right through all of northern New South Wales. Out a place called Nimboida near where I live, there was 30 homes burnt on one road. That's just that area. So it's not good. But on the other side of things, if you're a metal detectorist and a prospector, after the bushfires have been through and all the lantana and the scrub's been burnt, it's easy to find the old diggings. So that's one minor good thing about a bushfire. If there's a good thing about a bushfire, that's it. But there's not many good things about a bushfire. But yeah, you can see there, mate. She's burnt it all down through these workings here. You can see. She would have been roaring through here. This valley, this creek bed here would have been covered in, we'll see that twisted heap there next to that tree and all those other viney looking things. That's a bush called lantana. I'm not sure whether over other countries like America and that, where we have lantana. But it was introduced to Australia, like many of the bloody things that were introduced turned out to be no good. But this lantana just takes over because the birds eat the berries, and the berries, they shit the berries out in trees and the thing just spreads. Anyway, we're about to have some tea, or dinner as the good people call it. Us farts call it tea. Anyway, we're going to go in the morning up the creek, have a bit of a dig below the mines, see if there's a bit of colour in the clays and the bedrock, and just see what we can do before it gets too hot. And there's the crouch over there. He's doing his, I don't know what he's doing. He's trying to pretend he's a... Yeah, what are you trying to pretend you're doing? All right, we'll see you in the morning. If we don't get the camera out tonight, we've had a couple of 4X golds. We'll see you in the morning. Good night.